here at High Point Farm with Mary Dussell, owner of Pescadero Mary's Fresh Duck Eggs.
Correct.
Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay. And it's a beautiful spot. Who knew it existed?
Thank you.
What can you tell us about your amazing creatures, how you got here, how long you've been here?
Well, it started with this dog, Flash. I adopted him, and he needed more area to run from his previous home. And then he's a border collie, and as you know, border collies are bred and raised to herd. And so someone suggested I get some ducks for him. So I got some ducks, and then I left my career of 35 years, and he looked at me and said, "You need a job?" And I said, "You need a job too?" And the ducks started laying their eggs, and then we started marketing them locally to local restaurants and grocery stores, and here we are. It was a fun little hobby is turning into a little business.
Now, how long ago did all of this start then?
It's 2012, so the beginning of 2013.
And how many ducks do you have? I know we've seen them running around. They're hilarious, all with different quirky personalities. Some are the bossy ones, a couple of geese thrown in. How many do you have?
I have 40 ducks and 2 geese, and the white ducks are actually, their breed is white layers, and then the brown ones are called buff ducks. And these breeds of ducks are bred specifically for laying eggs. And for instance, they will lay an egg almost year-round, 293 days average. Unlike chickens will sometimes slow down in the winter months, the ducks will keep going, so it's really nice for holiday seasons.
Well, that's interesting, right? Because I know with chicken eggs, people who raise them are always saying, well, wait till the days get longer. But with a duck, it doesn't matter, right?
Correct, yeah.
So an average duck in a day will lay?
Each duck gives 1 egg, yeah.
One
egg.
a day, okay. So what do you do with them all?
So they are sold exclusively at 2 grocery stores, one in Half Moon Bay, and that's called Cunha's. They're on Main Street. And then the other grocery store is our local Pescadero store, Norm's Market. And if you come into Pescadero, it's a big, tall, brown building. And they also sell fresh bread, so it's so fun. Grab some fresh artichoke garlic bread, grab some Mary's fresh duck eggs, and you can go home and hard-boil the eggs and slice them on that bread, and you've got a beautiful meal. And then 2 restaurants locally that feature them are Pasta Moon in Half Moon Bay. Kim, she actually likes to do a fresh grilled asparagus pizza, and then she puts a poached duck egg in the center of that, and that's wonderful. And then also at Costa No, which is about 5 to 10 miles south of Pescadero, is a great restaurant called the Cascade Bar and Grill. And Herb, Chef Herb, he features the duck eggs on the breakfast and lunch menu. So go there and try them if you don't know how to prepare them. But they can be prepared anyway. You can scramble them, poach them, hard boil, and they excel in baking.
So what about the health benefits? I think you mentioned, or your website said, that they have more vitamins or nutrients than a normal chicken egg would have?
Yeah, they have a lot more nutrients and vitamins, specifically B12, actually 5 times the amount of B12. And B12, as we know, it's good for everything from your heart to your nervous system. There's more protein, so you get a lot more protein with the duck egg. And they are just a lot richer, so for taste-wise, it's not a gamey, people think it's going to be gamey or that, but it's just a wonderful, I make the analogy, a duck egg's like butter and a chicken egg's like margarine.
Okay. And now I notice you have an entire basket full as your prop. Yeah, they're pretty large.
Yeah, they are large.
What are they the equivalent of? Is that a jumbo egg from a chicken egg?
Sometimes, I'd say it could be, it depends on your chicken eggs, obviously, but, you know, and the eggs, Flash, settle down. Go get some ducks. Go herd the ducks. But they could be almost, sometimes bakers, they'll substitute 1 duck egg for 2 chicken eggs. But if you know your recipe, you can add the amount of egg that you want.
I see. Great. Well, they are beautiful, and they're pretty much 1 or 2 colors only, whereas chicken eggs you see a lot of varieties.
Right.
Or are they multicolored?
It depends on the breed of the duck. I could get the blue duck eggs in that, but then that breed does not lay as often year-round. So I've got the 2 breeds that are specific, and these are the colors I get.
Now, I'm assuming they have ducklings every year, and then you keep those as well, or what happens? How do you keep
Good
the flock
question,
populated?
yeah. Well, I have no male ducks, and male ducks are known as drakes.
Right.
So because breeding your own ducks, and then you get into incubators and all that, I don't want to go there. So I have, there's a farm down in Gonzales, California, and I will go down and pick up my chicks because I don't like to see them mailed in the mail system in a box. I'll go down and get them. And to be certified organic by CCOF officially, you have to have your baby chicks on property at 3 days old, eating certified organic feed, and it all has to be documented. I mean, they come in and they really inspect you and make sure that that's what you're feeding the ducks. So my ducks have had nothing but the certified organic grain from Modesto Mills, and then they free range on the bugs and insects in the grass out here, and it gives a good taste.
Now you just taught me something as we were ready to roll that I never knew. I assumed, you have a couple of ponds up there. I thought it was just to make them have fun and swim, but you mentioned that the water is more important for other reasons for them.
Yeah, for the ducks' health. A lot of people think ducks need a pond to swim and be happy. Well, yes, but what they also need is they really clean their nostrils and their beaks and their eyes. And it keeps them healthy, and it's also very good, obviously, for bathing and pruning. They'll often get in there and they just, excuse the pun, duck their head. There's a lot of puns to be made. Right. Duck their head and just prune and clean all day. And then they go and take a nap, and then they have lunch. They have a pretty good life.
I'm sure. And what's your favorite way to use them? You probably have a million.
I
but
do,
your top
I
two,
do,
your
I
top
do.
two would be what?
Top two would be hard-boiled. A hard-boiled duck egg is it's so creamy and rich. I mean, you just hard-boil it, slice it open, and it'll just melt in your mouth. The yolk is fantastic. And then Chef Herb down at Costa Noa, he makes a recipe where he takes a poached duck egg and then he rolls it in panko crumbs, the Japanese breadcrumb, and then he will deep fry it for just a couple seconds. And so it comes out hot and crispy on the outside, and then the duck egg just melts, and he puts it on a bed of greens, and that's phenomenal.
Well, I think now, of course, we all can't wait to try it. But Mary, we thank you so much for your time. You live in paradise. The ducks are great, and it was our ducky day to meet you today and have a visit with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.